What's up, guys? So here we got the next review today, and today we're taking a look at the Iwata Eclipse HPCS value set. And again, I'll put a link down in the description if you want to try this airbrush out. I'll also put a link to any other airbrush that we talk about here during this video. So first off, let's open it up and let's see what it looks like. Alright, so first impressions off of opening that little box is wow. So it sure is a value set. It comes with basically everything. You get a little bottle of fast acting odorless airbrush cleaner. I've never actually tried this, but you know, pretty cool. Gets your own little cleaner. Here is what I call impossible paint, because I believe, I don't know, this is not the Iwata. Oh yeah, it is Media Artist Colors. So I've tried this in the back. They always include the blue for some reason. But this is what I call impossible paint because it's hard to find. And like, it's these little bottles, I mean, I don't know, not for me, they just won't last very long. But it does come with a nice blue so that you could get started. And it comes with some Iwata lube. So you can lube up your airbrush. I'm pretty sure it probably comes pre-lubed. It comes with a nice braided hose with an Iwata fitting on one end and a fitting that fits most regulators and or quick connects right here at the end. And these come with a rubber seal on the inside. See this? So you don't need a Teflon tape or anything like that. These are like automatically sealed when you tighten them up. They both have rubber seals on both sides. There's a black seal on this one. There's a nice orange seal on that one. These hoses will literally last a lifetime. I have some that this is one of these hoses. And you can see it's just black now from being caked with paint. But this nylon hose, they will literally last forever. I'm pretty sure I've had this one for over 10 years now, and it's still, you know, it's holding air right now. So I love these hoses. Obviously comes with an Iwata sticker, which is cool. Comes with a wrench. Let's not forget that. It comes with a airbrushing and user's guide to getting started. So it's pretty cool. Comes with its test panel where somebody tried it out. Right. It comes with another set of basic instructions. Now these are the ones that came with the Iwata Revolution. So these are probably just ones they include with everything. Still look pretty good. Obviously the little box, and then we have the airbrush itself, which looks pretty darn good. The chrome finish. Oh, that's new. I never had one that had the anus Iwata on the back. Oh, that's nice. I like that. So I actually, this airbrush here, the Iwata Eclipse HPCS, is what I used way back in the day. I'm pretty sure this is probably an updated model, but back in the day, this is what I used. So, you know, as you can see,
at last, my arm is complete.
It's back. And yeah, these airbrushes are super quality. Even back in the day, they were amazing, and they're still amazing. The inside right here, just running your finger, is like one of the smoothest surfaces you will ever feel. So they polish this inside really good. The needle action's smooth. It comes with a fan cap that you can remove and spray without. Let's see if the nozzle design is still the same, or if we have a different nozzle design now. But we could take our little wrench here. Yep. It has the, see, it has the main nozzle piece in bronze. Oh, come on, focus. And then it has a separate little top piece on the top that separates into the nozzle. So this has a 0.35 millimeter needle. These work amazing. So you never actually have to take this back piece off. All right, we can leave this on. Give it a little snuggy snug. And when you need to work on your nozzle, you could just take off this front piece, leaves the nozzle exposed so that you can remove that quickly and easily. Under most normal circumstances, you probably will never have to replace that anyway, because these are really high quality. At least I haven't had to replace a nozzle in a very long time now. So there you go, everything in the box. This set costs about $170, all included. And I needed another airbrush hose, so that's the reason why I ordered the one with the hose. But we're going to go ahead and give it a try, you know, give it a fair shake, and then I'll let you guys know how I feel it compares to the other airbrushes in my lineup so far.
Perfect.
All right, guys. So there, I can't think of anything bad to say about any of this package. Anything at all. The airbrush is supreme. It's still, after just trying it out for a few minutes, it brought back so many memories and just reminded me why I ended up with Iwata back in the day in the first place. And just the ease of use, this, the way that the lines come out the same time after time, the easy way that it goes from thick to thin, the responsiveness, how smooth it is, it just atomizes paint really good. It gets really fine lines, really fine dots, and you can just do them repeatedly, one after the other, and not have to worry too much about anything, really. I mean, this thing is awesome. It comes with the hose, obviously I use Createx paint, so I've tried those paints before that come in here, and they're not bad. They're pretty good. That cleaner is pretty good if you don't have airbrush cleaner. So all that's nice that it's included. For the price, yeah, it's. See, here's the thing, right? So you could get this for $170 through Amazon. You could get a Revolution for about I think it was $96 or around $100. But if you don't have a hose for your Revolution, you're gonna have to order a hose, which is about $20. So that brings the price of the Revolution up to $120. And then with the inclusion of the paints here, maybe you could throw in another $10 for those. So I just, even if they sold a Revolution kit, the Revolution, if you bought everything like the Revolution airbrush and the hose and everything, It would still be cheaper than this. Would I recommend you doing that? To be honest, no. So the truth of the matter is that this one here, the Revolution. Wait, let's see. Is this the right one? Yeah, that is the right one. So there's a couple differences. The Revolution, obviously, it would come out cheaper. If you bought all of that stuff, you'd be saving yourself a little money. The Revolution has a 0.5 millimeter needle. It doesn't have the, the quick flush handle in the back here, so you'd have to actually take off this back piece in order to flush out your paint. Other than that, the design is pretty similar, except for when it comes to the front. Obviously, you could take off more of this front on this one, and it's meant to come off, as opposed to this where it comes off, but you're not really meant to ever need to take that off. This is what I would recommend for beginners, right? Not only are you going to save some money, you're going to have a better, wider range with the 0.5 millimeter needle. And it's going to do you really, really good, especially once you order the hose. These hoses I get, like that one, that one's completely, caked with paint and everything. But when they come new, they're like this. After 10 years of use, I guess, but it's still ticking after 10 years, and I could assume the same for these airbrushes. Like I said, I've used the Eclipse before, and I absolutely love it, and still to today, I love it. This HPCS comes with a 0.35 millimeter needle, which is a little bit finer than the Revolution. Again, you got this different style of air diffusion and the way the nozzle is in there. It makes it really easy to clean, because you could take that whole thing off, clean the nozzle all the way down to the fine part, and you have kind of something to hold it. You don't have to get so crazy. That's if you ever have to take it off. And the way it responds, the fineness that you could get with the 0.35 is really good. Just good. And the fact that it comes with the hose and everything, like this hose is probably so underrated that I don't even know what to say, because they last so long. So yeah, all in all, I would it's hard to say. If you are a beginner, right, like your first airbrush, I would recommend a Revolution, right? There's a reason I gave a Revolution away and not anything else. The Revolution's probably the best performing airbrush, for a beginner, and it has a good wide range of spray. It's easy to maintain, and it has all the features that you would want from a double action airbrush on. Then if you want to step up from there, if you have a Revolution and then you want something to do finer details, so far, out of all the airbrushes I tried, I would recommend the Eclipse. Obviously, from here we're going up the price stack. So this is a $170 kit. And obviously it's going to outperform everything underneath it. You would expect it to, you would want it to, and it does. So that is great. But we're going to be taking a look at more expensive airbrushes, at least here in the US, what is more expensive, and we're going to see if spending more money equates to having a better airbrush. And this really set the bar pretty high, for any airbrush going forward, especially this whole kit with having the hose and everything included. It's really going to make it hard for anything going forward to really raise that bar. So it'd have to have more features. So for here, a needle stop is missing, right? So if we get something with a needle stop that performs just as good as this and is going to be just as reliable, because again, going from thick to thin, thick to thin, thick to thin, it's like super reliable. The speed at which I did these, the trigger control, it's just very nice. So again, it's going to set the bar going forward, and we'll take a look at other airbrushes here. And we're starting with this one. This is with a mid-tier stack airbrush. And that's what actually this is right here. You see here, we started off with the Revolution, which was somewhere in the medium range or something. This actually doesn't have that chart. The other one has a different chart where it kind of shows like beginner spread and detail or whatever. And the Revolution was at the bottom. This one's kind of in the mid stack, and then from there everything's going up. And yeah, so far it seems to be proving true. The Revolution is probably the best beginner airbrush, so far that I've ever tried for $100 or less. That doesn't include a hose, so it's kind of cheating. But a lot of what we found out, or what I found out, is a lot of airbrushes in that price range don't include a hose anyway. So this one with a hose and everything it comes with, you really can't beat it. It's a great value. Yeah, they're not lying when it says value set right there. Like, there is a lot of value. The airbrush itself is super high performing, and then the fact that it comes with a hose and paint and everything so that you could get going right out of the box. It's just great. It makes me want to order more of these, but I actually, we need to go and review other airbrushes. So I'm happy that I have another Eclipse in my lineup again. And yeah, we'll be going forward looking at other airbrushes. Again, all the links will be down in the description. If you want to see more videos like this, if you like this video, click that like button, and make sure you stay subscribed. We'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, I'm just spilling paint. We'll see you guys in the next video, guys. Later.